Welcome back to WGLNA Season 2, Week number 2. We just saw a decisive victory. Simple Tankers took out War and Peace 3-0, which means Simple Tankers is 3-1, looking very good in week number 2. War and Peace 0-3. It's going to be tough for them to make it to Vegas.
Now they're looking just to be in playoffs, which is still doable.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we've seen a lot of some Cinderella stories making it back into the finals, the top 8, and they can definitely do it, but they have to dig deep and really find out what they need to do.
River of Blood and Simple Tanker is one of the biggest, I don't want to say controversial, but upsetting on both sides what happened in Season 1, but both teams were able to make it to Las Vegas.
You know why that is? The shootout.
The shootout, that's right. They had some unkind words towards each other, but they were able to reconcile when they got to Vegas because,
of course,
they're
brothers. That's what they are.
They are. We're all bros here. We're all battle buddies here. But a very, very high-octane matchup, that playoff. And we were here for a good 8 hours plus trying to figure out who's going to make it to Vegas. So that was a great day indeed. And we're going to have the playoffs, but that's going to be the very last night of league play. That's not this week. That's next week. That's going to be next Sunday, the following Sunday. Feels like so far away, but you know what? It's going to be around the corner.
I know.
And you know what's going to be around the corner? Maybe seeing one of these teams is going to join us. Let's go ahead and jump into our face-off. Wreak Havok versus No Limit. Gentlemen, good evening.
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 Call me Sarge. We're going to start with you. You are 2-1 right now for Wreak Havok. Your thoughts, your feelings for your team moving into Season 2, Week 2?
I think we're coming in pretty good. Had our downs already. Don't think we can get any lower, so.
Well, you guys got pretty high up there with your first victory against Fulcrum Gaming.
Yeah.
Now you guys are coming in hot.
Yeah, they were definitely coming in hot. So, you're up against No Limit. Have you been studying their team? Have you watched any of their matches from last week in order to prepare for this battle?
I've watched practically all their matches. I'm not gonna try to say they're gonna come in predictable. I think we've covered our bases tonight.
Okay, Wreak Havok says they cover their bases. No Limit, Blasey, have you covered your bases? 2-2 so far. You had a win against Bernal Empires and Catfast Nation, but a loss against Game Over and Pub Stars. How you feeling overall?
I think we're still feeling pretty good. We've been battling bad pings at times, unfortunately. And then I think I've blown a few calls myself. So I think last week was a rough week. Four straight games, and then to finish off the late night game. I think we'll be coming in solid this week. Well rested for each match. So.
Okay, and we've seen a lot of Pershing play happen throughout the season so far, and namely in the last matchup we just had. What are your thoughts as an individual and for your team on the M26 Pershing? Why are people bringing this tank to the battles?
It's got the HP of a heavy tank, and it's got the sustained DPM. It's basically like the 32s, but it's a medium. Little bit less HP than the 32, a little bit less armor, a little bit higher DPM, same damage, similar pen. So it can kind of fit the role of a 69. You'll have that steady damage throughout the match without having to run away and clip, and a little bit more HP.
We have seen it fulfill that role right now because of the heat nerf for the T69. But Blasey, do you have any words for Call Me Sarge before we start this match?
No, good luck. I mean, we're ready to play you guys again after how Vegas went, so this will be the first matchup since then, so payback.
Payback indeed. Call Me Sarge. Any response?
We're looking to continue to solidify our dominance in this bracket, so look forward to our battles, Blasey.
All right. Wreak Havok, you have the higher seed, so what is your call for the coin, heads or tails?
I'll go for tails tonight.
Tails, and it is heads, which means No Limit. You get the choice of deferral or map.
We will defer.
Wreak Havok, what is your map choice?
Take Himmelsdorf.
And No Limit, what is your spawn position for Himmelsdorf?
We'll take south.
South side for No Limit on Himmelsdorf. Wreak Havok, you will spawn to the north. Gentlemen, good luck and have fun.
All right, thanks.
All right.
Thanks.
Thank you. In the red to the north, we have Wreak Havok. To the south, as you see on your screen, the blue team. No Limit. What do we have for tanks, Andre?
Definitely another map where we focus on two 5100s and two IS-3s. And then we always ask, what is going to be that the fifth tank? Both these teams choosing IS-3s. No view range advantage, both of them have the same material to work with. This is where we get to just see who's the better tankers, who has the better strategy.
Blasi and Unknown One spotting each other here. Son of Hail is spotted as well. Unknown One on the IS-3 moving down that D line to see if there's any windows open for him to get a couple shots across the way. Nothing yet. Son of Hail still scouted for the red team as Unknown One does trades that same formation. He is still scouted for No Limit. No shots fired yet. This is a spread from the red team which may evolve into a western push by at least 2 of the heavy tanks. And now Tank Alley is being defended, and scouting will be Squirrel Tag up on the hillside.
Just turn around there and you'll see the rest of the team starting to move up. All tier 8 tanks just ready to push on that west side. And the Floppy Giraffe is the one that's going to spot things out. He's spotted himself by Tevix over here.
And
he's gonna
actually
back
the
up.
heavy behind him, that is
Thybane.
Yeah, he will not be spotted.
No, he doesn't get spotted here.
That is actually, that's super crucial. That shouldn't prompt too big of a response if they'd actually spot.
I would say that actually prompts a gigantic response.
Well, if they
because
spot
what is a
Thybane-
T1 doing up there so far up?
Yeah,
It doesn't make sense.
You're gonna get some response, but if they actually see Thybane, that's so much more verification.
That's true.
And
That's true.
you're gonna get a much more probably well thought out response from No Limit if you actually get to see those tier 8s. If you see the tier 1, I mean, you know there's a tier 1. He's that aggressive. That tells you there are tier 8s here. That is their strat. They're going to the west side, unless you've just got a super suicidal tier 1, which, I mean, if you're metagaming hard, is an interesting way to play it.
But a lot of times it doesn't make sense to just give up that T1. That's why a lot, 60 to 70% of the time, let's just say it like that. That's very, very conservative as well. 60 to 70% of the time you're going to see a west side push. So it just makes sense to go and just defend against a west side flank. And Tevix now going to be
T1 fight.
Floppy Giraffe getting the first shot. Down Tevix goes. That's a big advantage here. Squirrelin is all the way on the other side, or excuse me, Squirrel Tag. Wow. Squirrel Tag is all the way on the hill, and he might meet up with Sniper Food in a little bit.
Floppy Giraffe might be exposed to Thybane,
He's
though.
going to go down.
Whoa! Right under the railroad track there.
Pow.
Right over the railroad track, right under the rail car. Thybane gets the kill.
Right,
nice
because
shot from him, but he might want to start that reload to have a full 6-shot drum the 5100 before they start an engagement against the rest of the heavies for No Limit. Thybane, an impeccable player. We've seen him in Season 1 performing very well in the 5100, and he continues to perform well with his team. And now the rest of his team is going to be pushing down to the south as he does have a beachhead, if you will, in his 5100 against the rest of the blue team.
Take a look at this. We might see a push out of No Limit. At the same time, I think they want to pair it with Squirrel Tag getting on the cap.
Yeah.
We see them just moving up. They're waiting for it. They want to find the tier 8s from Wreak Havok, the red team.
Oh, but look at this movement, though, out of the red team. They're dropping back all the way to cap, it almost feels like. And on the other side, we have Sea Otter Defy, or not Sea Otter Defy, well, of course. The rest of the tier 8s from No Limit just staying put. They're not moving at all. Squirrel Tag will be spotted out, and he needs to get the heck out of there because he could easily die to any one of those shots.
But
in the
Sniper
tier 8s.
Food is trying to set up the side shot flank from the
get
T1.
it.
He does see it. Oh, but he
Oh.
scouts the T1 a little bit too late with that draw of the game coming up as he's halfway through the
Can
street
Squirrel
itself.
Tag do it? Can Squirrel Tag do it? Oh, he misses his first shot,
Oh!
and he gets him!
Squirrel Tag holding the line, and the T1 saying, "See you guys later. I got your T1." He's going to try to climb up that hill, injured, but victorious.
Khalees prepping the shot. Will he be able to? Oh, wow! So
Where-
close.
That hit his gun? Yes, that hit his gun. I'm on him right now.
Wow.
I just heard it. The commander saying the gun is damaged.
Me too. I heard that as well.
Wow.
That crew
Oh, wow.
is
Look, go to my
high-fiving each
screen.
other.
There's two of
Look
them
at
in
my
there.
screen. This is insane. That's where the shot hit, right
Oh,
there.
man. What a chance shot.
Oh, God. This is why you point your turret at your opponents,
Except
ladies
he
and
didn't.
gentlemen.
He turned it slightly sideways. All he did. That's it. That's all he did.
That's true.
All he did was turn it slightly sideways.
Oh, my God. Squirrel Tag. Alley-oop is right, man.
Speaking of baseball, if that was the catcher's mitt, he caught that fastball straight at his tank man with that gun. Beautiful
right.
play there.
And through all of this, there's been a big push from No Limit. They have aggressed up all the way Tank Alley, and they're on that 8 line right now. And this might surprise Wreak Havok quite a bit, but it's just each team doesn't know where each other are. That's the problem.
Well, we have both Wreak Havok T1s losing in a fight to the No Limit T1s. No Limit T1s doing their job spectacularly. We just saw Squirrel Tag do a fantastic job, but earlier we had Floppy Giraffe kill Tevix. So no T1s for Wreak Havok. This is going to severely hurt their chances of making any kind of cap pressure.
Sick run. Squirrel Tag is just going to go across the D line and spot out Unknown One. As soon as they see a T8 there, guess what? Big push. Blasi and company are going on cap. Are they going to screen it, or will they try to just sit there and take it?
Squirrel Tag still able to spot Unknown One. He's spotted himself trying to get some shots on the T1, keeping him distracted as the rest of the team is set up for a great defensive play on that flag cap. Call Me Sarge is going to be the first one around the corner in his IS-3 to see where their position is. He spots the 5100 at a Tofu Smurf, then Blasi, but Sea Otter Defiler of Seals tries to land a hit against him. Nothing lands on both sides here, but now the rest of the red team in the IS-3s, two of them, Callus and Thybane in the 5100, will be coming across. 10 seconds left. They're going to try to get a shot on those IS-3s that are getting, and they do. They start the reset. Another one. 43 seconds left now on the flag cap. A nice reset shots coming from Wreak Havok, but now they're going to have to push in against a heavily fortified blue team, No Limit.
They're going to try to protect Sea Otter Defiler of Seal. This cap was just to force them to drop back and get a good engagement, but right now they let Sea Otter Defiler of Seals out there way too long. One shot away and down he goes. Still, it's not that bad because, well,
We've got Blasi and Tofu Smurf on reload. They've got another, like, maybe 25 seconds left until they're reloaded. At the same time, Picnic Basket is effectively alone. It's just Tofu Smurf and Blasi are just going to die or take a whole lot of damage if they can't run away and try and salvage the remaining time on this battle.
But Picnic Basket has been able to dodge a lot of those shots behind that husk of that dead IS-3, but now here comes the push in from Callus and Call Me Sarge. Shot from Picnic Basket into Callus, but it does not penetrate.
Blasi is reloaded. Is he reloaded?
I think he is. He's moving in for
that
the kill against Call Me Sarge. Or is
Definitely
he's bluffing? He could be bluffing that he's reloaded. Nope, he's not bluffing. He's able to take down Invade in the 5100, and he's going to unload on Call Me Sarge and Callus. However, Callus goes down, but he does destroy Picnic Basket. Excuse me, Callus still left alive here. He was able to take down Picnic Basket. Thybane in the red is able to take down the last remaining Tier 8 tank. Squirrel Tag, the only one left alive here, could try to dodge these tanks for a draw.
A minute and 48 seconds, but I don't think it's going to happen. They're able to make it across the map.
There's time. There's time for them to cap, but if they get distracted or they're just not sure about this, they go try and hunt for a T1 instead of going for cap. There's a chance.
Yes.
Yeah, they're going to go for
There's
the guaranteed
chance,
victory here.
Yeah.
It depends on the failure of Wreak Havok, of course.
That's what
But we definitely have to watch because, I mean, crazy things can happen.
I don't think anything crazy is going to happen here. Break it down for me real quick, Rukil. What happened in that engagement? I felt like Sea Otter Defiler or Seal, they kind of straddled the line, right? Caps can be used two different ways. Obviously, one is just to cap out and win the game. The other one is to draw your opponent into really bad engagements. From there, you're able to take the advantage. And I felt like they straddled the fence of both of those way too much, and they just let Sea Otter Defiler or Seal die out there. They weren't able to get the best shots on everybody else, and they had the 5100s having one crossfire, the IS-3s having the other crossfire, but nothing was focused.
It wasn't focused enough. You're completely right. We saw a lot of tanks take a huge amount of damage, but not quick enough. So a number of tanks, IS-3s, 5100s, were able to get off plenty of shots. And you see both of these IS-3s and 5100 are left at very low amounts of health. And that is because we didn't see quite the proper focus fire. That's why Wreak Havok was able to bring it home.
Yep, they were able to bring it home. Wreak Havok takes battle number 1 over No Limit. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We come back, battle number 2, still anybody's game. Stay tuned. You're watching WGLNA. Quick reminder, this is the reversal rule, which means the team that lost could pick a map that they lost on. And what do we have for tanks?
Same exact tanks, 2 5100s, 3 IS-3s for both sides. I felt like No Limit should have won that last battle.
Well,
it was them losing it rather than
Sea Otter Defiler of Seal should have hung back. Make them come to you to get the reset.
or
Especially around that
alternatively,
window area.
a much more aggressive screen
Correct.
at the cap.
Yep.
Correct.
Wait, it's Andre was talking about straddling that fence between two different applicable and reasonable just approaches
Yeah.
to the situation.
You keep the 5100s back. You don't have them in the 5-6 line, or basically they were in A5. Don't have them there. Put them over in 6, the 6 line. A6, I should say.
Oh,
And
right
from
off the
there, it's
start,
fine.
Floppy Draft is going to spot Call Me Sarge and Invade as they move up the 2-3 line.
Very aggressive push.
Oh, yeah. And he hasn't spotted Unknown One, Khalees, or, what is that, Thybane yet, but he will in just a moment. A Floppy Giraffe himself is spotted, and if he peeks out, he may take a shot.
No, don't peek out.
He peeks.
Whoa, he's trying to, but
He's going to go down.
Callus is able to take him down. Smart play by the IS-3, taking the shot instead of the 5100. And now Call Me Sarge is going to lead the charge around this corner, scouting. Nothing is seen, but the screen defense from the IS-3 is going to poke around this corner, but Invade is in a great spot behind this window. However, Call Me Sarge will be the first one to take some damage here. Return
Picnic
fire from
basket.
Invade.
Had to blow his kit because he did get tracked there. Takes 2 big shots. The first shot from an IS-3 actually bounced, so that helps out a little bit, but 2 shots from a 5100 will connect and ring true. Now you can see the 2 5100s for No Limits are rounding the corner, trying to get good cross shots, but there are 2 5100s there to kind of intercept them.
Unknown One gets hit in his side from the other IS-3 peeking around the corner. Call Me Sarge trying to cover his advancement. Unknown One almost gets across the alleyway, the streetway, but he gets unloaded upon. So does Call Me Sarge.
Oh,
Unknown
Wreak
One is
Havok,
down
no.
697, 187 from Call Me Sarge. Sea Otter is able to take down the first blood here against Unknown One. For the tier 8s, their 2 tier 1s have been killed earlier on, but Sea Otter has one more shot to take down Call Me Sarge, aims carefully, and fires. Sea Otter Defiler of Seals gets the other kill. IS-3s are going down. The red base is under attack as that single T1 has moved to the south to put on that aggression. Thybane is the next one to fall. Squirrel Tag with that kill. Now Picnic Basket, along with Sea Otter, Defiler of Seals, and Blazzy are going to focus on Callus, the last remaining tank for Wreak Havok.
A very decisive win over here for No Limits. The defense was perfect, and even the aggression wasn't all too pristine, I would say. No Limit will take battle number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Crossing that 5-6 line, we've seen that multiple times not work out, and that's what happened. You cross that 5-6 line, you give 3 tank shots on you, and from there, the 2 IS-3s that are just hugging the corner will be able to take you out. And you really have no good positions to back up behind to.
I think No Limit heard you. They heard Greetorp say, I expected them to win this match. Well, they won the map after coming back because of the reversal rule, and they were able to perform very, very swiftly
Yes.
against Wreak Havok. And isolating those tanks, also using that Battle Buddy system, those 2 IS-3s peeking just around the corner, not letting anyone move too far against those shots, and waiting patiently just a couple seconds to land those blows as they try to cross. The HP pools went down further and further and further, and No Limit was able to push in and get the kills.
That's right. And very comprehensive at the end, too, having the T1 go to the cap.
Yep.
I think everything looked good. No Limit, I felt, played a much better 2 maps so far than Wreak Havok, but we'll find out.
We're going to have to find out. It's tied up 1-1. This is a best of 5, still anybody's game. Stay tuned. You're watching WGLNA. And what do we have for tanks?
Wow, 2 5100s, 2 IS-3s, and a 1394. No Limit. Pretty standard, I would say. But the other side, 2 5100s, an IS-3, and 2 T69s. Wow, wow, woo, I almost
Whoa.
feel like there's a big advantage for No Limit. And
I'm
maybe
already incorrect, man. The T69's being brought here on the
Yeah.
map.
Oh,
But that's okay. I
Blassie.
mean,
You lucky.
it's a simple mistake. I would have agreed with you too, Clutch. I just didn't, and I would have lost the bet as well.
Yep.
But the 2 IS-3s, I feel like they're kind of a nice soft counter to the T69s. I would say the ultimate hard counter these days is the T32.
Our apologies. It's a 1-1 right now. Apologies for the display, guys. Our production crew is working to get that fixed right away. It is tied up. They've played on Himmelsdorf. This is battle number 3. There we go. Production crew, best in the business. Unknown One is going to be set up here in his T69 just under the peaking corner with the rest of the Delta Village. As you were saying, as we talked about earlier, that Delta Village play from the north side it's quite a strong play to make, and now they could push more towards the south, but they do have some great placement of the 2 T1s, Sniper Food and Tevix. Can be able to see anything moving into the city approach.
So it's great, but it kind of exacerbates if you win or if you lose. And the reason why I say that is because what they're looking for is a single T1 to come out and be aggressive over in the north side. But if it's a tier 8, they're going to lose both T1s. So it kind of exacerbates your wins or your losses. Either you're going to be up to T1 and in a great position, you can drop back and play responsive after that, or you're going to lose both T1s at the same time. It just increases your variance. And there it is. Tevix going to be spotted out.
Gonna be spotted out in Harvard Park here.
Spatted out.
Down on the side of the city side of North Providence. Tevix is going to try to hide behind some of these buildings here. Now, on Ruinberg, which is the map we're currently on, we do see that split that happens a lot in that center line between the open area, the TIE Fighter area, that push from the Delta Village into the city area. And we actually see a lot of crossfire happen sometimes in the crossroads, which is in that 6E, that 6 Echo area, especially if there's a screen snapshot or slingshot really pushing into the north side and going straight for that flag capture. And T1 battle, Floppy Giraffe flopping around trying to get some hits there next to Tevix here.
Yep,
Tevix,
like one shot on Tevix.
Yep, the glance and
back
glow.
out. He needs to be careful because Tevix will be reloading pretty soon here. Blassie not able to get the shot on his opponent. As it stands, very defensive position coming out from No Limit.
And Tevix is going to hold his ground, maintaining his posture and also backing up. Now, the reason why he engages this way is because he can move forward faster. Yes, less armor will be exposed if he does expose his whole tank. But a couple shots from Floppy Giraffe, they do miss. And Floppy will wait. He might reload here. As the T1 battle is at a standstill.
Yeah, I do want to just call to attention a little bit because we did see Son of Hail in the bottom right-hand position kind of scouting out, especially Invade. Invade got spotted by him. Eventually, he did go down. Tevix now goes down to the 1390 shot of Blase.
That's right.
And they're going to pull Sniper Food out because inevitably he would go down if he didn't actually leave that position. Smart move by Wreak Havok to try and salvage their T1s. They've really had bad luck today just having their T1s win in a 1v or win at all in that T1 versus T1 fight. You see No Limit doing a very good job bringing a 1390 to the fight, being that big brother to just finish him off.
And there's a big rotation going on here. And I love this rotation from Wreak Havok, as you can see on the east side of the minimap. I'm going to blow it up for you guys, and we'll talk about it. You have this east side movement. What they're going to do is go all the way around and try to pretty much get 75%. They're going to cut the map like this and just power their way through because they've kind of said, okay, by process of elimination, I know that you guys are around here. 1390 is still going to scout out and see if it can see anything. Of course, it's actually going as well. But I feel like you should leave at least one tank over here, and they're going to rotate into the city. This F1 is going to be their staging point.
And here's the trigger being pulled. Call Me Sarge is the first one to start this setup here for the reset. About the 5-minute mark, we'll see this happen sometimes where a team will reset where they're going, and they're going to be going into the city side. Floppy Giraffe moving towards the north section, stopping just short of the CB line.
Now, this will be big if a Floppy Giraffe will be able to spot anybody out, because then all the tanks will just push out. There it is. Call Me Sarge. Oh, wow, big shot. Callus will get the kill, and that's going to help out. Now, everybody should be moving up. Nobody should be standing back, and there's going to be another big reset starting at 40 points against 41 points.
That T1 is a big difference because of the eyes and ears, especially to hold back and see if there's going to be a push from the east side moving into the west against their flag. But the blue team is going to commit. No Limit will commit to the city side and trying to cover each avenue of approach, as Wreak Havok will be doing the same from the north. They may keep these T-69s back. No, they're going to follow all in one pattern down the one line here. And Call Me Sarge could be leading the way in the 5100 because this is going to be an auto-loader smack attack moving to the south.
Oh, yeah, the famous smack attack.
That smack attack. All auto-loaders, 4 of them, cruising down one alley.
Of course. Why didn't you talk about the smack attack earlier? Okay.
That's what we're calling it now, man.
Yeah, I know. And as you can see, Blassie, you might be wondering what is he doing in K2? He is anticipating Invade to be over here, and especially with the T1 out and about. He needs to be careful for that. Invade, as we know on the minimap, is over in F4, F5 area. There is a big, a big concave starting up onto.
Ooh, Invade takes a shot from Picnic Basket. Sea Otter Defiler of Seals tries to land another hit with his IS-3. It does not land. And Invade trying to pretty much assess all the information he can in his 1390 run here and do as much damage as possible if he gets caught in a corner. That's not going to be the case yet, but Squirrel Tag in the 5100 takes a hit.
Blazzy's going to pop out of here, getting a good crossfire. He needs to be careful, though, because the rest of the team is right around the corner. Thybane over there as well in his 5100. T69 by Collis. And this is going to get a little bit dicey. Shots being done. Blazzy going to be able to connect, but not the second shot. Needs to be careful because he can get nuked down very, very quickly.
Definitely can. And Vega to hold the line here is just waiting for the rest of his team to get into position. Can he land another shot against Picnic Basket? Probably not, but he will commit to round this corner. Whoa! They are able to spot each other. They both know they're there. Picnic Basket not fully committing because he does not know what's around that corner yet. Invade will be turning back the other way. Picnic Basket doing the same. No, Invade's going to be playing cat and mouse here with the IS-3. And they still are able to proxy scout each other here. But now they've both gone invisible to each other.
Sea Otter Defiler Seal is anticipating some sort of push over this three
Blazzy's
line.
going to spot snipe for food. That's the only T1 remaining for Wreak Havok, and he's probably going to go down. That could prompt a push, though, out of Wreak Havok.
Yeah, it should.
It should, at least.
It should.
But here's the thing. No Limit is set up pretty well to deal with a push, and
Yeah,
they could
I would
punish
agree.
and give enough time.
Oh.
Blazzy's not wasting shots on this T1. That's going to be huge.
Yeah, Unknown One was shooting out. Actually bounced his first shot on Sea Otter Defiler Seal, and he took a shot as well. Now a lot of damage being done. Tofu Smurf, a great crossfire on Call Me Sarge, down to 388 hit points. Tofu Smurf needs to be careful. Just one shot away. Squirrel Tag now moving in to HP share, and he's going to poke out one big shot on Thybane. Will they be able to chase around? Picnic Basket is going to be that person. Sea Otter Defiler Seal is heavily overmatched, though, on the other side. And here comes Blazzy, instantly lit up, though. Needs to be careful. Will be able to take out Invade, but at what cost? Blazzy, can he put out all of his shells? Down goes Unknown One, and oh my god, Blazzy able to take out Thybane. Call Me Sarge gets taken out, and now Callus, the last T8 tank that is left alive. He'll get blown up. Blazzy's still alive. Big, gigantic plays coming out from the No Limit team. Beautiful brawling out here. No Limit played a fantastic game on Ruinberg.
That was
my
a
goodness.
back-breaking Mortal Kombat smack attack, man. That was incredible, holding that line.
The best smack attack I've ever seen.
Yeah. South side in the red, we have Wreak Havok to the north in the blue. No Limit. What do we have for tanks?
Two T-32s apiece, a Pershing apiece, and a 1390 apiece. The big difference is Blazzy sporting the WZ-132. We got Callus sporting the 1390. Very, very equivalent lineups. This is the test. Is the WZ-132 worth it? Now, we know Blazzy loves his WZ-132.
And there's something interesting. He's brought the 85 on his WZ-132. Last time he was sporting the 100 mil. This time he's firing heat rounds.
And
with
he lands the first shot against Callus and says, "How you doing, buddy?" Nice little handshake and salute. Then he backs down the other side of the mountain.
bringing up
How's that hill?
the advantage of the 85. It's more accurate on the move.
Yep.
And you can make those kinds of shots with such ease. Now, the 100 mil doesn't have as much of a problem actually making those shots. Still pretty accurate on the move, but...
Oh, man. And putting another shot in Call Me Sarge in his T-32. How are you doing this, Blazzy? This doesn't actually make sense.
It does. This gun is so accurate. The heat rounds, if they actually hit flat armor, will pen most everything in this battle, except for, of course, like the front of a...
Yeah, invading Callus, though, trying to shut down Blazzy. He has his turret focused on the T-32, but here comes Static and his 1390 saying, "Get away from my friend," as Invade and Callus hold off the approach. But now, since they're locking down these two tanks, they're going to focus on Invade, but a shot missed from Blazzy.
And
Heat
Blazzy
round.
might go down here. Down he goes,
does.
and yes, that's what it is. Heat rounds, as you said, Rootkill.
We're fizzling on that track.
Yeah,
That's-
so unfortunate. And
that's
they
a lot
just
of
were
wasted
able to get the turnaround and kill Blazzy straight up, 2 1390s to a single WZ-132. So all of a sudden, as we were talking about, WZ-132, it has good moving shots, but outside of that...
That was the pros and cons of the 85 mil in about 30 seconds.
Well, Invade and Callus are going to
Oh,
chase static. But this could mean that Wreak Havok will engage up against No Limit, and now it's going to be a firefight of T-32s and Pershings on the middle of Prohorovka.
and so far there is an advantage for No Limit. They were able to get some good shots with the Wheezy in the beginning phases. Now they're taking the HP advantage as this battle moves forward.
Sea Otter Defiler Seals in the T-32 moving in, trying to get a side flank with some better penetrating shots against those tanks. They're trying to do the same thing against the picnic basket of Pershing. Tofu Smurf and his T-32 is going to get the surround, and the tank does fall. Thybane is being targeted by Tofu Smurf in the T-32.
Oh,
and
down
another
goes
shot
Call Me Sarge.
rings through.
And the T-32 picking basket still alive, and I love this. They've actually passed over this big hump on the map that puts them susceptible to a couple of 1390 shots across the map. Callus is the last one standing. Oh my gosh, was Static able to take out one of the 1390s?
Static was able to get away. Yes.
He was able to take away the, take out, who was it? Invade. He 1v1'd Invade. No, he 1v2'd and killed Invade and put Khalees down to 516 hit points.
We missed that entirely. And where did Invade even die?
I have no clue. That is gigantic because honestly, I was thinking.
Oh, he died in the water. Invade died all the way in the water. We're missing this. We're seeing the more important fight on the other side of the map. Yes, but still at the same time, we missed entirely. No. He's take a look at my screen real quick. You've got 1390 in the water, and I guess, and he must have. I'm gonna probably load up a replay from this. I have to see that.
Yeah, we'll find out. Definitely.
And that's it. No Limit is able to take it 3-1 over Wreak Havok on Prohorovka.
Upset after upset after upset this season.